Hello. Welcome to Chapter 5, Week 5, depending on how you're working through this. What is your map? Good old Henry Ford. Whether you believe you are right or wrong, you are always right. So what this chapter suggests, or suggested, depending if you're looking at this before you read the chapter or after you've read the chapter, is that reality isn't necessarily real. Reality is more so a construct of the information that we're looking for and ultimately that we're finding. We base this on a neuro-linguistic programming perspective that in any one moment there's over 2 million bits of information, but our minds, being the wonderful things that they are, can only handle about 132 bits of it. So what it does is it deletes, distorts and generalizes a shitload of information. 1,999,868 bits of information every second, every moment. So we're not necessarily seeing a true reflection of what reality is. It's more so we're seeing it from the lens of what we believe about self and others. So it's not necessarily truth. Now, we also talk about truth and what is truth. And truth is really a beautiful cascade that looks at, I have a thought that's activated enough that I feel an emotion. Once that happens, there's a possibility that the thought is true. And then it works itself down to have the expectation, we have the experience, a sense of known, and then we believe it, and then it becomes our truth. So it's a really beautiful way of looking at it. The exercises this week are really about you starting to look at how you are constructing your reality, how you are constructing your truth. So in a sense, your reality is based upon your truth. Is your truth true? Not necessarily. It's based upon a series of thoughts. I was just working with someone recently, and because they were brought up in a family when they were young, and they were never given love, they were never told that they were loved, there was some abuse that was actually happening within the family. The child then thought it was unlovable and undeserving of love. Now, is that truth? I don't think so. But in the child's mind, that was its truth. And now the person is of age and continued to believe that truth. So that inner child within them was holding the script of their truth. So that truth doesn't serve them anymore. Why do they continue to hold on to it? But yet that person had so much around them, so much evidence that there was a deserving nature to be loved. She had children, she had grandchildren. It was just a beautiful experience. So for that person then to start to see, hang on, there is a lot of evidence here that suggests that I am lovable, that I am deserving of truth. But up until that point, was not able to see it. So the exercise is have a look, notice what truths you have. Notice a truth that is empowering, creates union, connection, versus a truth that is non-deserving, that doesn't serve you anymore. And then the question is, well, why do I continue to hold on to the non-deserving one? So when you find a non-deserving script, truth for you, then ask yourself the question, what would I need to believe for me to see something different? And there's a lot of power in that, because now I've got another thought. And if I think that enough and find enough evidence, then I have an emotion that's tapped to it. Then there's a possibility that that thought is true or possible, and then I create my own cascade to then create a new truth. Interesting week for you. So enjoy that one. Get into it. Continue with the gratitude points. Notice the fear-based thinking. Continue to see through the eyes of equanimity. How can I be grateful for discomfort? Where are there points of suffering and pain because I'm getting caught up in what I think should have happened? Okay, so we're still continuing to build upon, and this is that three-dimensional paradigm, neural scaffolding that we're creating within the mind and placing our attention on. Okay? Beautiful. I'll see you next week.